I put up a clip today from an academic mainline that you were saying a minute ago. Mainline academia has even proven this. That her name is Frances Stoner Saunders. She wrote a book about the relationship between the CIA and the front they had called the Congress for Cultural Freedom in the Cold War.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd recruited like all of these academics, all these pop stars, people like Bertrand Russell, A.J. Ayer, Jackson Pollock, Andy Warhol.
Mm-hmm.
They were all getting CIA money to promote certain things in the arts, and they didn't even know that this was a CIA front. So a lot of times this stuff can be done without direct knowledge, but sometimes it's direct knowledge.
So people are pawns in the game.
Yeah.
So can some of these pop stars be pawns in the game and not realize they are? Okay.
Yeah.
The handler shit's definitely true.
Right.
That Black Mirror episode where the girl was the little mini version of Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
That's definitely true. Have you watched The Idol yet? You have to watch The Idol because I'm going to do a video about it. It's much deeper than what it is on the thing, but it's basically about who you make a deal with. It's a deep, deep thing. So one of the things I talked about recently, and I just want to see if I'm on the same page with you, is that the Super Bowl is basically one big magic fucking show, right?
Right.
And every year, I don't know when it started because I don't remember. Maybe I'm dumb. I don't remember Michael Jackson in '93 having these symbolisms. So I don't know if it just happened in the last 12 years, but there has been a similar fucking D and the red backdrops and all this shit. It's just too much now. So you're saying they and they're culture drivers. Okay. Do they enjoy their life? Do they have 300 million and they can attack, or is it all out of, or are they literally prisoners in their life?
Every documentary I've seen about a girl pop star, they are miserable. I just watched on the plane Selena Gomez documentary. She's crying all the time. She's miserable. She has to take substances to calm down.
Didn't you do a whole Katy Perry study too?
I did a whole Katy Perry study. Taylor Swift, her documentary, they're all very sad and kind of lost. And so
Sad.
You mentioned the Super Bowl and what they're doing with these mega women pop stars is they're trying to incarnate a certain spirit, a certain demon. It's called the Scarlet Woman.
Okay. I'm listening because that's right. I did though.
And so Aleister Crowley, he said he was going to usher in the Aeon of Horus in 1904. And this is the eagle-headed, hawk-headed god of Egypt, Horus.
Okay, yes.
And all of the secret societies, not all of them, but many of them venerate Egyptian gods and goddesses. Right?
Okay, no one knows what that word means, venerate. Just use a dumb word.
Worship.
Okay, there you go. Okay. Just keep it simple, guys. Venerate.
Okay. So Crowley was trying to...
Crowley.
Well, he said Crowley because it rhymes with holy.
Listen, I know him.
You do? And he wanted to usher in the Aeon of Horus, which is defined by ambiguous morality, warfare, and childish behavior.
Say that again. So let's make it that dumbed down statement. Usher in the anus.
The Aeon of Horus. The age.
So just please be dumber. You're too smart. He wanted to usher in the age of Horus, which is a vibe.
Yeah. Good way to put it.
Okay. He wanted to get this vibe out there, which was
warfare,
which is happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ambiguous morality.
Totally happening. And childish behavior.
Yeah.
So basically, it's right now.
Yeah. So it worked.
And why did they want that?
Because they believe that these
loose morals, no accountability, act like a 5-year-old, and fight.
Yeah, and they think that the world operates in cycles. Like there was the age of Isis, there was the age of Osiris, and we're entering into this Aeon of Horus. And Horus's counterpart, his girlfriend, they call the Scarlet Woman or Babylon. And so they were doing all these rituals to incarnate this spirit, this vibe, this demon.
They were doing rituals to summon
Yeah.
the demon. Let's keep it simple.
Okay.
Incarnate, again, this is
Yeah.
big words.
But incarnate, that means something because it means getting into another
A
body.
body.
Get possessed.
Right, like voodoo.
They're doing a ritual
Mm-hmm.
to get these spirits in them. And the Scarlet Woman is what?
Is the counterpart to their god Horus.
Okay.
She's
That's
a,
his girlfriend.
She's a
Keep that simple.
amalgam.
His side piece.
Yeah.
She's a mashup
Yes.
of Ishtar, of
Eh.
Kali,
And what's the purpose for her to be there?
to lead the world in debauchery and sexuality.
Got
So,
Stay right there.
okay.
But what I said earlier, Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah.
So even though TS, Twizzle Sizzle,
Mm-hmm.
comes off as sweet and pure, there's a underlying of debaucherousness.
One of her personalities
Okay.
when she's in a different altar could be programmed to go into these rituals and do certain things that she might not even remember as her core personality.
Is the witch shit true?
Yeah, I gave a whole talk on this just like 3 weeks ago, how we're going to be seeing even more witchcore become way more popular.
So when they're doing these shows in these stadiums, see, we talked about it a
They're
lot, but I can
high-profile rituals.
to this idiot, I can make this one episode of one thing. Okay, so in these stadiums are big conjuring ceremonies.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And
See how we did that simply?
Super Bowl ritual.
I
yeah.
call them high-profile rituals, and I actually predicted
Rituals?
yeah, rituals.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
If you said that.
What Katy Perry would be embodying in 2015 Super Bowl. Do you remember when she came out with a flaming dress riding a lion?
Yes.
Okay, so I have a picture in my talk, and that is the exact picture of Inanna of Mesopotamia riding a lion, and one of her symbols is fire.
I'm writing down these thoughts because I have to tell. So, yes. So that's when I started getting. Did the sharks mean anything or no?
No, I don't think so.
So that's like a basically like the message is the broccoli, the vegetable that the kid doesn't want to eat, and the shark is like the, put it in applesauce, right?
Yeah.
Like that's just BS. But the real okay, so these stadiums, whether it's T-Swizzle, Super Bowl, or whatever, basically are these humongous conjuring ceremonies for energy, for who? For the performer, for the elite,
Yes.
for the programming of us. What?
Yes. Like, you remember, what was that? Astro World?
I did a video about it.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So, in
Got to bring it closer. I'm sorry, you're so
20
you're demure.
12,
There you go.
I wrote in my book about high profile rituals, and I mentioned all of these, like Madonna is a big one. With her blasphemy
Yes.
and
God,
being
it's
hung up on a cross and things like that. So
yes.
this is a mass ritual setting that sucks energy and directs it where they want it to go.
It's like an antenna. It's a big energy antenna, and then direct the energy of the perception.
The
of people's-
astro world 100%, I believe, because the way that people died, it was fucking evil.
Right.
So they use this. 200 million people watch the Super Bowl, and then what? Does it come into our minds and
Yes,
affect our
speaking to
beliefs,
our-
or as actually physically alter us in a way?
I mean, could be. I guess in the case of T-Swizzles is memory loss concerts. I mean, it could be a physical
The
thing.
biggest thing is I've never seen a bigger tour than her. It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Doing 2 and 3 nights in a stadium,
Mm-hmm.
like bigger than the Stones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so on this, I have a question. Do you know how celebrities look one way and then all of a sudden they have a bunch of tattoos? My belief is that's branding. Do you agree with that?
Branding?
Meaning,
Like they're taking on a new brand.
meaning like
Oh, you've been branded.
that's one of ours.
Like that's
yes,
one of ours.
butterfly tattoos is one to look for.
Crowley talked about that too. He would mark and stamp his women.
So
The hot iron.
Yeah, with a hot iron.
Like a cow.
So, yeah, like your cattle.
Right here.
Yeah.
With his mark of the beast right between their breasts.
Mm-hmm.
So he would brand them.
Do you remember that happened with Stormy? Remember Stormy Daniels had she was branded.
Actually branded.
Yeah.
Who is that?
By who?
Nexium too. They did that too.
She was in the circles, if I recall. This is years ago, but Nexium. Remember Nexium called?
Yeah.
They branded.
But she was in that?
I don't know if she was in that, but she was branded in the same kind of way that they were branded like